And we are live for Hashing at Space in English, guys. Welcome if you are watching, and well, also welcome if you watch the recording, of course. And today we have our amazing panel again. We have Kay in the house, and we have Ferry again in the house. So, guys, thank you for joining here in the webinar again. And well, we are going to try to make it a shorter webinar today because I know you guys, you don't want to watch a whole hour just watching us talking about things and you don't know where to find things. So we are going to try it to keep it a little bit shorter. So for starters, I want to start with Kay. So Kay, if you can introduce yourself again for the new people who are watching.
Okay, thanks for introducing me very quickly here. My name is Kay Winkler. I'm an admin for about 3.5 weeks right now. I've been with Hashing Airspace from the 19th of January 2019 on, and I really enjoy being a Hashing Airspace asimian, as I'd like to call myself. I love the asimi, I love the idea behind Hashing Airspace. Everything is, in my mind, working very, very good, very well. And yeah, we're just beginning here, and everything is just sorting out, and we are basically building this thing. So everybody in the community, everybody who's watching now, everybody who has a Hashing Airspace account right now is building Hashing Airspace, and everybody has some sort of responsibility, I should say, in a very positive way, so that we can contribute positively to the success of Hashing Airspace. And that's what I want everybody to understand, and that's why we're here, and that's why we're talking.
Very, very good. Well, welcome again. So let's jump on to Ferry. Well, Ferry, if you can unmute yourself.
I unmuted myself here. I'm Ferry. I'm a little bit earlier. I started with the webinars with Conny in Dutch, and since there was nothing in English, we started in English. Yeah, I can only say your whole story is the right story. Kay. Hashing Airspace is only building and building, and it's an amazing system where a lot of things come together and make a self-sustaining system where you see it expanding and you see it fluctuating like crypto is doing. People don't have to be afraid when it's fluctuating. This means also it can grow and expand itself very quickly. So take the things of jumping down and jumping up, take this sometimes for granted, and see that it's an amazing flying system at this moment, because the view to earn came to it, and every time comes something new which makes this grow much more and make it more interesting for also the mentors and the simians and also for the advertisers. So it's more than just a basic platform. There is so much in it, and I'm sure there will be much more in it what we cannot even imagine. So yeah, I can only add this to you because you already said almost everything about it.
Very good, very well. You just said what I wanted to tell everyone. Well, it's really, really amazing now in Hashing Airspace, seeing all these new things coming up. And now we have the premium. So it's very excited to have this in the new platform, of course, because every time Luke is putting in new stuff in there, and it's almost hard to explain everything, and you need 2 hours to do that. So I know in the beginning when it just started, it was easy explaining because it was so small, but now he's made it well, very, very big, and it's going to be more bigger every day. Well, I want to say that Remy is in the house. Remy, thank you for joining. Nice to see you here. He says, hi, Conny, love your videos. Well, thank you for that, Remy, and enjoy yourself. And if you have any questions, then let us know, and I can or they can answer for you if you want to. Well, I will start by sharing my screen because I wanted to show you the last 5 minutes of the video, the last video that Luke did. So let me do that here. Hope he. So we put the chat in here also because I want to know if you can see it. Okay, guys, can you see it?
Yep.
Okay. Well, guys, I have the video of Luke Millard, and it's 15 minutes, so I'm not going to show you everything, but I wanted to play the last 5 minutes for that because I hope you can hear it also. I will put my volume up a little bit, so I hope you can hear it, but let me know. Hi, Jaco, welcome here. That if you can hear it and you can see it very well, then let me know in the chat box, okay? Well, let me start the video.
The premium, it's the same, okay? So it's the same setup. There's a lot of similarities. There are some differences, obviously, but you still use the same view to earn asimi. So you can purchase the view to earn asimi using asimi, of course, but also now using Bitcoin, and all of those revenues will be taken to the exchange and we'll be buying up asimi with those revenues. So really massive news, guys. I don't know if maybe, it's been a long day. I've been talking a lot and working a lot, but I am really, truly excited for this move. This is a big moment in hashing ad space because what it means now is from this moment on, there will always be demand because as we are selling our advertising products, we will be creating demand for asimi as we take those currencies and we exchange them into asimi, selling Bitcoin and buying asimi, and that is a really big moment, like I said. Let's talk about tokenomics. We are in a very unique position now with our company. When anybody is developing a token economy, there are a lot of assumptions that take place in modeling because it's a new idea and you don't really know how it's going to perform. You can make educated guesses, of course, and we employ people to do that, and we did our very best. However, the fact remains, what you need to see is how everything actually works. And now we are in the position that we have all of this market data. So we are reassessing all of our systems and we're creating new economic models. As you can see, they're based on our actual data. And the idea behind all of this is improvements to our growth and to add growth over the long term. Okay, so this, for me, is a moment where we sit back and we say, okay, look at everything that we've already accomplished. We've created a token economy, a fully operational token economy. We are selling, thousands of dollars worth of advertising. We've delivered millions of views to our advertising views. We've paid out, many millions of revenue, and basically it's been a success. It's been a huge success to get to this point. And so now we can sit back and say, okay, let's look at the numbers. Let's think about how we can make it even better. How can we drive it into the future? Build it strong for the future. Hashing ad space and asimi. What are we going to do to make it even better and really push it into the decades to come? And this is our moment that we can make those changes and improve the system overall. And so one of the things that really resonates with me is moving it into more of a decentralized system. What that means is more control for you guys, more control over your asimi, more control over your staking, and more control over your earnings. And that is what we're working on, because once we get our modeling, basically done again and look at all of the numbers and look where we can make our improvements, we are also working with some really skilled blockchain developers in order to make it and create more automation, create more freedom, create more choice for our members. And so what is to come here, and what makes me really excited about the future, is knowing that we can push this into a direction that really does make it better for the members, to give you more control, because I want to move away from the centralized model, which is us controlling a lot of the business, and move it to the community where then you guys control a lot of the business and really, give you more freedom and choice, like I've mentioned, and that is one of the foundations of this business is for that exact reason. So that's sort of what is coming up. And I know I've been talking for a little while now, but I wanted to give you an idea of what we're working on. I know sometimes I go a little bit quiet, but I have not gone anywhere, guys.
Well, guys, you can see it. We have the new View to Earn Premium now. And the new thing now is that you can also buy it with your Bitcoin. And the big news is that so Hashing at Space, is going to buy back the asimi on the exchange with that Bitcoin amount to get the price up in the asimi. So that's very, very good news, guys. And I also have a couple of questions that were asked, so I will go over them also. But I just wanted to show you here the last few minutes of this video, because I know that a lot of people are not watching the videos all through 100%. So I wanted to make sure that everybody got what is in this amazing business, guys. So let me stop sharing my screen here. It's correct, you can see me now. So we have, how do you pronounce your name? Faswan, is that correct? Welcome here. So no questions yet, guys. If you have questions, then come with this right now, because we can answer them for you if you want to. But I wanted to show you guys this because there were some questions in the Facebook group, and I got some questions too from a couple of team members, and I wanted to go over these, and maybe Kay or maybe Ferry wants to answer them. I can answer them also, but maybe we should do a little bit of just changing from person to person. That's really nice, right? Okay, so let me start by the first question, because the first question was, why can I only click 2 premium ads, and where are the other 3? Well, Kay, if you want to answer that one. Can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot. Okay, yeah, the thing is, it's really very easy to answer the question, since we are a token economy and since we are a community that pretty much does what the other people want in the community. It's like that. If there is nobody advertising right now through the View to Earn premium ads, nobody can watch these ads right now. So this will come in the future coming days and weeks, that people more and more will use that advertising product, and the more people use that product, the more ads will be showing for everybody to click on. So that's basically just yeah, if people are not using it right now for advertising, we cannot watch these ads right now. But it, as I said, this will improve in the coming days, and everybody will be able to watch at least their 5, and not at least, exactly their 5 premium ads to go in the draw for the asimi stake.
Yeah, that's very good answer, because well, there were a couple of people who were just coming on in the back office, and they clicked and they saw they didn't have any premium ads there, and everybody was panicking. And where are my premium ads? Well, guys, it's new. The only thing you need to do is just have a little patience, because it's very new, and we cannot control the people who are using the advertising product. So we don't know how many people are going to add these premium ads. So that's not in control of us. But I don't know if Ferry wants to jump in here about.
Yeah, I want to add something to that. When first the View to Earn advertisement were there, in the beginning you could only click 3 of them, and 1 hour later you could click 2 more, and finally in the end of the day you could just jump in to get your total of your View to Earns. Um, it happens now the same with the premium stuff, because you see them now already more all the time coming. So it's like it's just a matter of time, and it's already today. You could immediately I could click 3 or 4 premium ads in the morning, and afterwards I could click one more, and then I had them all. So yeah, that was with a basic view to earn. It was the same, so I would not be worried about that.
No, you should don't. You should not be worried about that. So just be patient and just wait an hour and just look again after an hour or two, because I had the same thing today. I could only click one, and I just left it and just logged out, and it did something else. And then a couple of hours later, I came back, and I could do my other 4. So no problem at all. But there were some questions also, because there was somebody who said, I already clicked my 50 ads, and where are my premium ads? Well, I can answer that very easily for you guys, because you can only click 50 in total. So that means that if you click 45 of the normal view to earn, then you have left 5 of the premium. So be aware that you can only click 50 in total. So that's including the premium ads, guys. So don't worry about confusing yourself, because you need to know that you only can click 50 of them in total. So be aware that you click your 5 premium ads, because you can win a stake with that, guys. And it's very important that you just do them first, and just do a couple of the other ones too. And when you are done by clicking on those premium, then go on and finish with your normal view to earn clicks, because you can win asimi first prize 80, and well, going down 4 places. And you can win an asimi stake, guys, by clicking on the premium ad. So be aware that you can only watch 50 in total. Okay. Okay, you want to jump in here? Come on in. 1 minute, because Mohammed is in the house, and I wanted to say welcome, Mohammed. If you have any questions, then let us know. Go on.
I just want to put it one more time the other way around, because you said it's only total 50 ads. That's totally correct, of course. But if you put it the other way around, if you watch your 5 premium ads, you already have 5 ads of your at least 25 ads to go into the draw with 1 ticket for the asimi prizes. So 5 ads and then only 20 more, and you have the second chance to win something, because the first chance was already with the 5 ads for winning the asimi stake of the day. Every day 1 asimi stake. I mean, that's, if you think about that, it's pretty much more than any lottery, because this every day we have the chance to win an asimi stake and asimi prizes. So 20 more ads, and you have the first chance to win then the asimi prizes. And if you watch 5 and 45 ads, of course, then you have 50 ads in total, and then you have the full chance to win an asimi stake, or double chance to win the asimi prizes.
So you have 2 prizes, guys, every day. How good is that?
Awesome.
Ferry, do you want to add something?
Also for the advertisers, it's very interesting, because people are looking out for this premium ad. So if you put a premium ad as your advertisement, that is also good business. That I also want to add to it. And you make people happy. Yeah,
totally. Because I mean, that was the intention, I guess, that Luke had in mind. Because if you only have to watch 5 ads to go into the draw for an asimi stake, pretty much, and I recommend it to everybody who is watching that, whether it be now live or in the recording. I mean, who would not watch their 5 ads every day? It's just insane to not do that. It's for free. Everybody has the chance to win some asimi stakes, and we have to not forget that we also earn some asimi immediately when we're watching those ads. Even more so with the premium 5 ads, because they're a little higher priced. I guess I could be wrong, but I think it's 3 cents per premium 5 ad, of course, in asimi, then that's immediately paid to your account. And who knows how high the asimi price will be in the future, and who knows how high what you can buy then with your asimi that you earned today, for example. I mean, you have really to see the big picture behind all these things. I mean, yeah, it's watching some ads, and you're probably some people are thinking they're wasting their times because of a few cents they're earning. But hey, we're talking about a whole token economy. We're talking about the asimi, and nobody, including us, including Luke, nobody can say how high the price per one asimi will be in the future. And I think you would try to bite yourself in the ass in 3 years, for example, if you then learn that one asimi is, for example, just an example, $50. It could be, nobody knows that. We're burning asimi in the future. We're building this community right now. It could become very, very strong. And if one asimi has the purchasing power for equal to $50, for example, then hell, a few fractions of this one asimi. Think about that. 30 seconds of your time, and you could have theoretically in your account then a purchasing power of $3, $4, $5. I mean, that's the real insanity here. To not click your ads. Sorry, I just
No,
forgot the
you're
time a little bit.
right, because we need to click those ads every day. It's very important because it's free, guys. Why not? Jump in, use that because you can win 3 prizes. You can win 2 times in what Kay said. The first 25, that's your first draw. Then your second is the 50, and those 5. So it's a no-brainer, guys. Don't leave it hanging on the table or hanging on whatever. But we need to do this, guys, because this is free. And on top of that, it's just like Kay said, you are earning also because you're clicking on those ads and you're watching those ads. And even then, when you watch those ads, maybe you will find another business. You
That's
never know.
yeah. Can I say something here again? Just a little bit, because I mean, I use the time every time I watch those ads, also to educate myself. Because the second I watch an ad, I just try to analyze this ad. Probably something for me, of course. Probably I sign up with it. Probably I try the freemium, the whatever, the goodie that they're offering. I just go on their list, for example. I even look at those emails that they sent me because, hey, I want to be an online entrepreneur, a marketer. So I have to learn those skills. And if I'm on the list of somebody else, I can learn how this person is writing those emails, for example. And I can watch at the landing page or at the type of how he's trying to pull me on his list, for example. The headline, the wording, the copywriting. It's all education that you can have for free and earning a simi here.
Yeah, that's really true. That is a very good point, by the way, because a lot of people don't know that the money is in the list. And we always, as entrepreneurs, are saying that because it's really true. You need to have a list of leads, and it's very important to talk to those people and let them know who you are because you need to make your cold leads your warm leads because they need to know who you are. They need to know what do you do and well, whatever, and then when you bring something to them, they will be interested to read your ad copy or whatever you're sending them. So being aware that if you do any solo ads or something like that, if you want any more information, I can teach you. It doesn't matter. Kay can teach you also. Everybody here on the panel knows how that works. So it's very important to know that the money is in the list, guys. So be aware that if you are trying to get people into your business, try to use a capture page. Very important to have those emails, guys. So, well, I wanted to jump. I'm coming back to UK.
Okay.
I wanted to jump to Ferry because Ferry wanted to say something. Oh, I
Well,
thought you wanted to say something.
no, not exactly, but I want to add to what Kay is saying. It's exactly what I also do. I check these ads, I look at them, And even if it's nothing for me, I learn about how the setup of a page is. And sometimes you jump into something and you see also again how great the whole setup from hashing at space is, because how there everything is set up is different than what you see on those other pages. And but sometimes you see something that you say, hey, this is looking actually really good. Maybe it's something a business for someone else, or someone can ask you, hey, what about this business? And then you already checked out something and you can say, "Mwah," or like, hey, why not learn from this? Because there's a lot of advertisement in it, but also different ways of looking at the business. So you learn a lot of it. So yeah, I definitely connect with Kay with this. You have a lot of prizes here. You have the prize of the steak. You have the prize of the first draw in it, the second draw in it. You have the asimi you win. You have things you learn, and you get to a business, and you can give back people some business. So you have a lot of things you can win here in this way. So yes, I agree totally with what you say, Kay.
Can I add something here as well?
Of course, go on.
It's more to what Conny said earlier, because you said the money is in the list, which is of course the truth. The thing is, I read something that it's about 80% of sales are made during the 7th and 10th contact to a person, to a prospect, for example. So if you have an email list, if an active email list, and you're sending those people on your list your emails, and you try to connect with them, you try to be just human, just be don't be a jerk, just be a person who is honest, transparent, who tries to really help, find a problem that you can solve. It's another principle that we have to learn as a marketer. You have to be able to solve a problem of another person. If you can do that, you have literally a gold mine. And the thing with advertising on hashing ad space is exactly that. If you have only a landing page that, if you have only a registration page or a sign up page to a program, you're probably losing out big time on getting that lead or that person into your business, because they will not sign up right away just from looking at a registration page. If you try to be sexy and attractive, and if you try to make a capture page and tell them in a video, for example, what you have to offer, how you can solve their problem, then they probably come to your email list because they sign up. You give them whatever you have, an ebook, a PDF, or just your email newsletter, for example, a 5 email newsletter or 10 emails, where you tell them who you are, what you have, what you can offer, what you can do, what your business can do for them. And then you really tap into this gold mine, because then you have the chance to connect with that person, or the person can connect with you because you are telling them who you are. And that's what really is. Conny, in the last video, in the last webinar, said people are joining people, not a business. So if you are a person that is nice, attractive, helpful, people will join you. Not everybody, of course, but in the future, you have a realistic chance that people will join you if you're doing the right marketing efforts. And hashing ad space could be the very right start, because we have a database of people watching your ads that are exactly this target audience that we all want as an online business entrepreneur, because they are already online. They know a little bit about cryptocurrency. If you are advertising through the Adminter ads, they already set up an asimi stake, so they know how to trade some fiat currency for Bitcoin. They know how to send those Bitcoin or how to trade those Bitcoin for asimi, and then they know how to bring those asimi to their hashing ad space account. So this is a lot of process that already went through, and they know how to do that. So they are very, very targeted and very potentially strong for being on your list that you can then market to and that you can then connect to. That's what I wanted to add here. Sorry again, so long.
We are talking about lists here, and that's normally you building a list with your capture page, and but you can also do Facebook course you can. That's no trouble at all, because I know people who are only using Facebook and making six figures from that. So it's really possible, guys. But I also know that Facebook is doing a little bit strange right now, because I have a lot of friends in my Facebook, for example, and I have a lot of followers. But when I put up content, then one on the other, I don't know what happened, but Facebook is doing a little bit strange. I don't know, Kay, if you saw the same thing, and maybe Ferry can add something to that, because I saw that Facebook is not working correctly in that.
Yeah, well, I think it's a bit probably too easy to just say Facebook is always causing troubles. I mean, of course, it's very annoying if it happens to you, but they are really the biggest social media platform ever created in history, and they have to check what they will do with over 2.5 billion people. And so they have algorithms in place that kind of try to sift through the profiles to find those people that bring value to the table, and to block those people that bring not value to the table. But of course, people like Conny, I know for sure that she's bringing content to the table, but probably she runs through this algorithm, and yeah, nobody can really say anything against
I see
it.
it with the big entrepreneurs also, because I'm
Yeah.
not really big one, but the big ones who have, well, 5,000 people on their friends list, and they have people following, well, a lot of them, and they also have the same trouble in Facebook finding out these things. So I was like, let me see and watch every day what happens. But they are right. Facebook is doing a little bit strange. It's not, there's nothing happening, but it's not working correctly as it should be. So, but Facebook is also a good thing to, well, advertise your things, but don't forget to put also other things from yourself there. Because I see a lot of people putting up their links in there and their content in there, whatever business they're in. But they forget that people are not only interested in only that, because people want to see who you are. So maybe you can do a quote in there, or maybe you can do a nice video about a dog who is jumping in the water or something like that, or you are just walking with your dog in the park or something like that. Just try to diversify that. And when people are clicking on that like button, then go to that person, go to their page and watch what they have and like back. Because that's the way how Facebook works. So if they put an answer on your post that you did, then go to their Facebook and do the same thing. Because that's how these communities work. And most people are just, but I don't get anything, but you do nothing. So there's nothing happening back and forth, so that's why that happens. So people, if you are using Facebook, then interact with that person that also likes your page.
Again, it's called Facebook for a reason, because it's about faces and people and socializing, and people are joining people again.
Yes.
And if you show yourself on your Facebook profile and people like what they see and they relate to you because you are a sporty guy, or you are just, I don't know, you do some handcrafting and they like what they see, they will naturally connect with you, and then you can message with them, and then you can comment on their posts, and then they will comment on your posts, and everybody will like each other, and then everybody is hearting each other, and everybody is just happy. And that's what Facebook is all about, connecting and socializing.
Yeah, that's really true. Ferry, do you want to say something?
Yes, of course, because it's very good to talk about this. But I also want to say something about what Kay is saying. It's about the algorithms they have on Facebook, but also sometimes some pages or whatever can be on a certain list. With the end of it, you have sometimes IO pages, and if they are good, they are good. But if they are halfway good, then the robots and everything which are used on Facebook will also do something. And you must not forget they also had some law issues there, so they must also respond to that. So if you come with a kind of business and you are connected with that, then you can sometimes even have for 1 or 2 days some problems. And that is what I sometimes hear from people, that they have 2 days of a problem. Since I do some writing and some drawing, I sometimes hear it also from some people that they have for 2 days some problem because they put some shitty words on it, for example.
That's not so good if they do that. There's something else I wanted to address to you guys, very important, because I see, well, a couple of ads coming by in Hashing at Space about Hashing at Space. So people do not do that, because when you are in Hashing at Space, you will not promote Hashing at Space because there are all people from Hashing at Space already in there. So try to pick another business, guys, or try to do something else. If you want to promote something, then try to do not Hashing at Space in Hashing at Space, and otherwise in another program. Do not do program A, advertising in program A, because it's not working, because those people are already in that program. Okay, so be aware of that. And when you do your URL in there, make sure it's HTTPS. Okay, so that's one thing I wanted to tell somebody, because somebody was asking that it's not working. Why it's not working, my link? Well, your link is not working because you forgot the S behind it. Okay, so that's very important. Okay, do you want to add something?
Well, it depends on what we're talking about next. The thing is, I don't want to add something to this, what you said right now, but I wanted to add something to the content we heard in the video. Is that okay right now?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, because I made my list and wrote down some things that I could be talking to you about. The thing is, I think people probably don't get it in its full extent what Luke is saying in his videos most of the times. It's not because people are not intelligent, but it's just because people are not listening well enough, in my mind, in my opinion. For example, the thing with the BTC gateway that has been introduced to Hashing Headspace a few days ago. This is I would say one of the biggest things and biggest features for the next months and probably years to come, because now it's like what everybody wanted in the first place on Hashing Headspace, that people from anywhere can come to Hashing Headspace and purchase advertising on Hashing Headspace. They don't have to go through the hurdles of trading Bitcoin for asimi on the decentralized exchange Waves, which is the only place where you can get your asimi, at least at this time right now. So now people can come to Hashing Headspace, can pay with their Bitcoin, in the future even with Litecoin and with other cryptocurrencies, and probably even with fiat currency. That will come in the future, not available right now, but it will come. And so that opens a whole new world to Hashing Headspace. People will come there. And the next thing that Luke is saying in his videos is that this money that has come from those people that use their Bitcoins and Litecoins or whatever, this money will 100% traded on the DEX Waves from Hashing Headspace into asimi. So that's 100% as if the person already in the first place had their asimi to purchase then the advertising. I hope that's clear, that people get that, because it's, again, that was the most that was what people wanted the most for Hashing Headspace, that everybody could come to Hashing Headspace, and it should positively affect the asimi price. And that's what it's exactly doing right now. Hashing Headspace is using their Bitcoins for trading asimi. And that way we have exactly what we wanted. People are using or the price pressure on the asimi so that it can go up in the hopefully very near future. That was it.
Yeah, very good, very good.
You are saying exactly what I am also excited about, because this brings Bitcoin in it and makes asimi in the system, and also they buy asimi of not so shitty prices as people sell them,
Sure.
because that is also what is bringing the asimi price up again. So that's why I also like it, because it's bringing more advertisers there. It's bringing other coins in it, other currency, and brings more demand of asimi by the system itself. And this demand is also making that they will not go to the shitty prices we already had, if I can use the word.
And it's very cheap, guys. So be aware that 10 asimi is under $5. So use it, and do it with your Bitcoin. And in the future, there will be other cryptocurrencies available, but for now, it's only it's only Bitcoin. So be aware, guys, that if you want to do that, you don't have to convert everything, but just use your Bitcoin wallet. And I had a question from somebody who asked me, I don't have any coin payments. So I said, well, don't worry about it, because the coin payments is a gateway to use your own wallet. So that means whatever wallet, business wallet you have, if that's blockchain or it's the waves, or it doesn't matter which one, you can just use that. So it's only a gateway to pay with Bitcoin. You can use your own wallet. So that's what coin payments does. I don't know if everybody else has something to add here, because I wanted to finish up here. I don't see any questions here, guys. So if you have them, please put them in the chat right now, and then we can answer them. And otherwise, we are going to finish off here. So I wanted to give the word to Ferry. Ferry, if you have any last words here.
Uh, of course, always. Of course. Um, I can say you see the asimi going up and down, but you also see that it's always staying stable. And we have here a system which is just only in the beginning of its career, and I think it's for decades that it will bring us something, because it's also every time responding to demands. And this is what I really like about it, because it's not just they bring a system, but they start with a system and they listen so very carefully. If you hear and see what Luke is doing, he is every time like, hey, we have this, so he is changing his demands. He is he's really listening to what the people are wanting, but also what the system is wanting. So yeah, this I want to add to it. This is something for the future. It grows massive, I think, and you can see that the price drops, but you also saw that the price could go up very good. And I think the last one, especially now, the new adjustments were there. It's just a couple of days that it changed, and I see for the future it's going to be in the near future. It will rise up already much more. That's what I think. I cannot see in the future, but that's what I think, and I'm sure this will be for everybody who is now thinking, yeah, it didn't bring to me what it had to bring. It will. I'm pretty sure. That's how I think about it. That's how my feeling is. That's what I wanted to say.
Well, thank you, Ferry. Well, very good, of course, because we all have confidence in this business. At least I have very much confidence, because we are only in the baby shoes. So be aware, guys, we are just starting out, still building the whole thing, and there's coming a lot more in this. So be aware that you don't lose faith. Okay, go on.
Yeah, in this time, I want to add something Ferry already said. It's the other way around now. The thing is, it's almost. I really want to use the word rude here. It's almost rude of people thinking that the asimi is becoming something that's dead in the future or going to zero, whatever. Because if you knew, and Luke is telling us what he's doing, and Luke is us admins telling what we're doing, and we admins sit here around Ferry also, and everybody, we're working constantly, almost constantly behind the scenes, that hashing headspace is what it is right now. And Luke, of course, does the most. He has a developer team, he has other staff members. We are really doing something every day towards the success for hashing headspace. And if people are just logging into Facebook once or twice a day and see whatever daily asimi data post that the asimi is not where they want the asimi to be, and then they're commenting like, hey, the asimi is almost dead, it's going to zero, so what should that be in the future? I mean, that's just, it's rude. It's rude and impolite to people like us and people like Luke and his whole team. So be a little patient. We're in the children's shoes right now. We are growing here. Something happens every day. Developers are working behind the scenes. We're chatting with Luke. Luke is chatting with us. Sorry. Luke is posting in the group updates. Luke is emailing us on a regular basis. So there's just no need for being afraid or for having fear that this thing would not work out as we wanted to work out. Nobody knows exactly where we will be in the future, of course, as Ferry already said. Nobody can say that. Even Luke cannot tell where the asimi will be. But at this point in time, where we are right now, everybody is developing, everything is evolving, the community is building right now. It would just be stupid to not believe in the system right now, because we're at the best time with it. It's 4 months that we are live on the decentralized exchange. The asimi is trading on a constantly daily basis. People are buying asimi. Of course, many people are selling asimi, but if there was no buyer, nobody could be selling. Think about that. If somebody sells their asimi, another one is buying. So there's trading happening. Obviously, somebody believes in the asimi, and yeah. So I don't see any reason for being afraid in the future. We're working. We're here. Next week we're here again, and you can ask questions. Be live on the webinar or watch the recording. Thanks for watching. That were my last words. Again, extended version. Please, Conny.
It's okay, Kay. You are quite right. And I wanted to tell you guys also this, because a lot of you people, well, we have Friedrich in the house. Welcome here. Your question, Friedrich, is about the asimi, well, is going down and it stays down, and how's that possible, and what can we do? Well, there's something you should know, guys, because we have hashing at space. And in hashing at space, we have the asimi. And the asimi can be worked on the decentralized exchange on the Waves platform. But you guys are all forgetting something very important, because not only we in hashing at space are using the asimi. How about that? Because other people outside of hashing at space are buying up asimi also, are selling them also, so we cannot control everything. And people are forgetting that it's not only the people in hashing at space doing that, because everyone using the Waves platform can also buy up the asimi, can also sell the asimi, and doing the same thing without being in hashing at space. So don't forget that, guys, because I need to address that, because a lot of you people are blaming the community in hashing at space, but you don't know who that does. You never know who is doing that and who is selling everything. You cannot see any names by that. But also people outside of hashing at space can also buy up the asimi and sell it also. So be aware of that also, because we don't know. And that's why that Luke is implicating these Bitcoin, that you can buy your advertising package with your Bitcoin, and every day he is going to buy asimi with these Bitcoins from us buying those advertising packages. So guys, be aware, if you want to drive the prices up, then buy those advertising packages and buy it with your Bitcoin, because then we can help the system bring up, and hashing at space can bring up the system, bringing up the asimi, and the prices will go up again. But we cannot control the people outside of hashing at space, so be aware, okay? So, well, I think, well, Ferry, do you want to say something about that?
Yes, because we can do something. Because we and a lot of us are thinking, oh, I got some asimi and I want some money, so I sell my asimi for very cheap because someone doesn't want to pay too much. Then wait until they want to pay more than you had the amount you want to have for it. But we are selling it a lot of times. You see, they are selling it for cheap prices. I sometimes can understand this, like, hey, I need the money right now. But if you wait for a moment, you get double the price or even more. So don't sell them cheap, because the ones who are trading are using this to buy very cheap and sell immediately afterwards for a little bit more. And you can even set this up in the Waves wallet that you only want to buy them or sell them at a certain price. So if you want to sell them, put them on a higher price to sell, and not on the lowest price you can get, because it's like, hey, I want the money right now. You better put it up that you have a higher price. So we are also making ourselves, we're cutting ourselves in our hands by selling our asimi so cheap. That is
That's
an addition to it.
what I'm
So
doing.
it
Yeah.
yeah, so this is also something we can also control ourselves, like putting it on a higher price to sell. Then nobody can buy them so cheap. That is what I want to bring on it, because that is also what the Bitcoin advertisement do. Hashing at Space is not going to buy the cheapy Asimi. They will buy it at a certain better price, so Asimi will go up. This is what I was.
But they are not going to buy the asimi for $2, of course, because
No,
if there's only one advertiser and he buys a package for what is that, $2.50, then they are not going to use that $2.50, of course.
no,
That's
but not for 1 cent. Like some
But
people, they
that's not
even
what
want
they
to
do.
have
They
one
just
cent for it.
wait until they have a bunch, and then they will buy. I think that will happen. So I think he will not work with low amounts. But it's a good thing, of course, that Ferry is also talking about that, because people are indeed selling them for the lowest prices, and then you can just drive the price down like that also. So we need all to work together and buy our advertising packages with our Bitcoin, and do it the easy way, because it's really easy to do that. I made a video on my YouTube channel about how to do that with your Bitcoin wallet. So you can just watch that one. And with that said, I want to end this. Is there something else with you guys? Yes? Okay, go ahead.
Just wanted to add here that we're obviously masters of our last words. 15 minutes in the round for our last word. So this was my last word. Connie, you can finish now.
Okay. Well, I'm happy to laugh here in the panel, because that's very important to do, guys. Well, thank you, guys, in the chat for being here. Remy, Jaco, Fashwan, Mohammed, Ashok, and Friedrich. Thank you for asking these questions, and welcome here. And I hope I will see you next week too. If you are watching the recording, then of course, thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, then you can just ask them under the video. And I will put this up in the Facebook group also, so you can just ask the question under that video too. Well, guys, this is it for Hashing at Space live here. And with that said, I will say, I hope I will see you next week, Sunday, 7 p.m. this time. Okay? So it will stay also 7 p.m. So then you know how that works. Well, guys, thank you for watching. And until the next time, bye.